Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the current affairs of 13th of July. Let's start the video. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated the regional office of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in which of the following cities? Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, they are trying to sell lot of aircrafts to Malaysia, and therefore actually Malaysia wants lot of Tejas fighter aircrafts, right? And that is why they placed an order to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, HAL is opening their office so that it is easy to negotiate, easy to do business with Malaysia. Understood? Very nice question. And of course, Malaysia's capital Kuala Lumpur is the headquarter for World Badminton Federation. World Badminton Federation. It is headquartered in Malaysia. Let me tell you, in Malaysia, the Indian fintech company Razorpay, they have launched their wallet called Karlak. Karlak has been launched exclusively recently in Malaysia. Do we do any military exercise with Malaysia? Of course we do. So we do Harimo Shakti exercise with Malaysia, Harimo Shakti, and we also do Udar Shakti Air Force exercise with Malaysia. There is a Malaysian actress also, you should know about her. Her name is Michelle Yeoh. You must have seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. So she acted in that movie, and Michelle Yeoh was the winner of the Oscar for the Best Actress. She is the first Asian actress to win the Oscar, which is an immense achievement. And of course, you should know the Malaysian Masters Badminton Tournament because it was won by an Indian player. What was the name? H.S. Pranoy. H.S. Pranoy was the winner of the Malaysian Masters tournament. Which of the following Indian companies has signed an agreement with Spain-based Navantia to participate in the Indian Navy's P-75I submarine project? Now pay a lot of attention to India, because if India is not written in the bracket, it becomes a completely different question. Because earlier we had P-75 project, which is now complete, no need for it, right? You must have heard about Kalvari, Khanderi, Karanj, Vela, Wagir and Wagshir. Those were the 6 submarines that were made as a part of P-75. That project is already complete. Now we have a project called P-75I. P-75I. So this is a new project. Now in this project also, we will have 6 new submarines. Now, who will manufacture these submarines is a question that only Defense Ministry can tell you. So there is a competition going on for it, right? What is the competition? So the answer to this question is actually Larsen and Toubro. So I will tell you the competition. So on one side you have Mazagon Dock Shipbuilder, and you have Mazagon Dock Shipbuilder, and they have partnered with, they are based in Mumbai, MDL. They have partnered with a German company called ThyssenKrupp. ThyssenKrupp. So one bid is of these two companies. They say we want to execute project P-75I, but they will be given a tough competition. I repeat, they will be given a tough competition by Larsen and Toubro and Navantia. Larsen Toubro, of course, is an Indian company. Navantia is a Spanish company. Understood or not understood? So now Defense Ministry will decide who will win the bid, and bid is expected to be around 40,000 crore. It's a very big project. It is not easy to manufacture submarines. World Malala Day is observed on which of the following days every year? World Malala Day is observed on 12th of July. She is a youth icon, Malala Yousafzai, because she is a Nobel Peace Prize winner. She is from Pakistan. And in 2007, the Taliban, they imposed a prohibition on the girls attending school. So they said girls will not study. But Malala began writing for the BBC in Urdu in 2009, and she used to promote female education. Then on 9th of October 2012, Taliban hit a shot in her head. They tried to kill her, but she survived. And she was also named as one of the most important people in the world by Time magazine in 2013, and the same year she was the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. In 2014 she won the Nobel Peace Prize along with Kailash Satyarthi of India. So an absolute legend, and she has written her autobiography called I Am Malala. I Am Malala. Another book that you should know is Through the Broken Glass. Through the Broken Glass, written by whom? The legendary T.N. Seshan. T.N. Seshan was the 10th Chief Election Commissioner of India. Right now it is Rajiv Kumar. So Malala Day. And 18th of July, 6 days later, we celebrate as Nelson Mandela Day. And his autobiography is called A Long Walk to Freedom. Recently, the 50th meeting of the Goods and Services Tax Council was held in New Delhi. It was chaired by whom? It was chaired by Nirmala Sitharaman. In fact, all the meetings of GST Council are chaired by Nirmala Sitharaman only, right? GST, you know, was applicable from 1st of July 2017. So we have completed 6 years of GST. Understood? And now they have put 28% GST on online gaming, horse racing, even casinos, 28% GST. So it's a bad news for companies like Mobile Premier League and all of these companies. Uh, it's a bad news for them. But it is a good news for space technology because there is now zero GST. GST has been exempted on satellite launch services. There will be no GST now on satellite launch services which are done by either ISRO or the commercial arms of ISRO like Antariksh or New Space India Limited or like that. So this is to encourage uh, private sector in space technology. Is that clear? If they get their satellite launched by ISRO or Antariksh or NICL, then there is no GST. This is to encourage private sector working with ISRO. According to the recently released 2023 military strength list by Global Firepower, which of the following countries has the most powerful military force worldwide? Most powerful military. So the answer is of course America. America has the most powerful military. It is number 1. Number 2 is Russia. Number 3 is China. And number 4 is India. So India has the most powerful military in the world. And Pakistan has 7th most powerful military in the world. Pakistan of course is a nuclear country. And nuclear deterrence is very important for India. But India has a no first use policy. Until and unless someone um, attacks us with a nuclear bomb, we will not be the first to initiate a nuclear war. Is that clear? And you can see South Korea, even South Korea, which is a non-nuclear country, has a better military than Pakistan. And recently there was a report by CIPRI, Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, which said that in the last 5 years, America is the country with the highest exports of weapons, and India is the country with the highest imports of weapons. So India is the leading importer, right? India is the leading importer of weapons in the world in the last 5 years. World's largest arms importer. Understood? And India purchases maximum weapons from which country? This also is a very good question. India purchases maximum weapons. The answer is Russia. India purchased maximum weapons from Russia. India purchases maximum weapons from which country? The answer is Russia. Second, and this report which I am saying is from 2018 to 2022, these 5 years. India's import was 11%. 11% of the total arms in the world were imported by India, making it number 1. Close second was Saudi Arabia with 9.6%. And India purchases maximum weapons from Russia, and second is France, and third is America. So America has slipped to third place. America has slipped to third place. And let me tell you, Russia was like 45%. 45% of the weapons that we purchase is from Russia during this period. According to the recent report by Goldman Sachs, India will become the world's second largest economy by which year? India will become the world's second largest economy by 2075. 2075. Is that understood? And you know, recently there was a report given by the Reserve Bank of India. What does that report say? That report says that India needs to grow till 2047. India needs to grow at 7.6% annually to become a developed country or to become a high income country. So this was what was said by the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India says that we need to grow at 7.6% till 2047 to become developed. And what is the meaning of developed? Well, if you take into account the per capita income according to the World Bank standards, right now the per capita income in India is approximately $2,500. We need to make it approximately $22,000. According to the World Bank definition, only then we will become a high income country. Atal Innovation Mission has collaborated with which of the following companies to launch an industry visit initiative under Atal Tinkering Lab? What is the answer? The answer is Bayer. So Bayer is a German pharmaceutical company, very big company, and Bayer has a plant in Vapi in Gujarat. So practical learning is important. So students are not limited to the Atal Tinkering Lab inside the school. They will be having a visit. This will encourage them for innovation and entrepreneurship. They will be Bayer company will collaborate with Atal Innovation Mission, and students will pay a visit to their facilities. Is that understood? And Bayer company has adopted 125 Atal Tinkering Labs. So students from 125 Atal Tinkering Lab schools, they will be able to visit. Now here I would also like to say that there are 10,000 Atal Tinkering Labs in India which have been set up by the Niti Aayog, and recently the first Atal Tinkering Lab in India under PPP, Public-Private Partnership, has been set up in Thrissur in Kerala, and the private company that has supported is Oppo, which is a Chinese mobile phone company. Recently, the Uttar Pradesh cabinet has approved two Obrani thermal power project of 800 megawatt at a cost of 18,000 crore. In which district? So, this is a thermal power plant. What is the meaning of thermal power plant? Well, thermal power plant is you burn the coal and that energy is used to produce electricity. So this is what happens in a thermal power plant. We burn the coal. Obra D thermal power plant will be set up in Sonbhadra in UP. The answer is Sonbhadra. The cost will be 18,000 crore and capacity will be 1600 megawatt. There are two units of 800 megawatt. At in Godda in Jharkhand, there is a very large thermal power plant that is being set up by the Adani Group, and whatever is the electricity that will be produced will be exported to Bangladesh. Right? It will be exported to Bangladesh. So that plant also you can remember. Recently there was an agreement between Bangladesh and Adani. And what is the capacity of that Godda plant? That is also 1600 megawatt. Who among the following has won the ICC Women's Player of the Month award for the month of June? For the month of June, remember it was Ashley Gardner. Ashley Gardner is an Australian all-rounder, and in the men's section, ICC Men's Player of the Month is Vanandu Hasaranga. Vanandu Hasaranga is a Sri Lankan spin bowler. Shaukat Mirziyoyev has been re-elected as the president of which country? So he has been re-elected as the president of which country? So he has been re-elected as the president of Uzbekistan. The answer is Uzbekistan, right? And Uzbekistan is a Central Asian country, and India does a military exercise also with Uzbekistan. So what is the name of that military exercise that we do with Uzbekistan? It is called Dust Lick. Dust Lick. Recently it was done in Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand in 2023. It was the 4th edition of Dust Lick which was conducted recently. World Paper Bag Day is celebrated on which of the following days every year? World Paper Bag Day is on 12th of July every year, and the theme was, if you are fantastic, do something dramatic to cut the plastic, use paper bags. Paper bags are biodegradable and therefore they are environment friendly. So there was a person known as Francis Walle. He is the person who invented the first paper bag machine in 1852. India topped the medal tally at the 34th International Biology Olympiad. Where was it held? International Biology Olympiad was conducted in the Al Ain city in the UAE. Al Ain in the UAE. So every Indian student won a gold medal. We were represented by 4 students and they all won the gold medal. Dhruv Advani, Ishan Patnekar, Megh Chabda and Rohit Panda. You don't need to remember their names, okay? There was another Olympiad, International Maths Olympiad. which was conducted in Chiba city of Japan, an international math Olympiad. It was topped by China. It was topped by China. Recently, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, they have inaugurated Product Design Center set up at Center for Development of Advanced Computing in which city? Where is CDAC? Center for Development of Advanced Computing is in multiple places. Yes, the headquarter of CDAC is in Pune, but this product design center has been set up at CDAC Kolkata. It has been set up at CDAC Kolkata campus, right? So system designing, ideation, fabrication, all the software and printing technology, all this work will be undertaken here. It will be very important for the very beneficial for the startups and entrepreneurs. So that is the answer. And CDAC also manufactures supercomputer in India. Now if I ask you which is the most powerful supercomputer in India, then can you give me an answer? Most powerful supercomputer? Yes, it is Eravat. Eravat is the most powerful supercomputer in India. Recently, there was International Supercomputing Conference that happened in Germany. Here it was announced Eravat is the 75th most powerful computer in the world and number one in India. Is that understood? And what is the speed of Eravat? Eravat speed is 13,170 teraflops. This is the peak speed, right, of Eravat. And which is the most powerful supercomputer in the world, if I ask you? Well, most powerful supercomputer in the world is Frontier. It is manufactured by Hewlett Packard and it is an American supercomputer. It is ranked number one in the world. In India, we have other supercomputer also which are powerful like Param Siddhi AI. It is the second most powerful Param Siddhi AI, right? Then we also have Pratyush supercomputer. It is installed at Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. Param Siddhi AI is installed where? Param Siddhi AI is installed at CDSE Pune headquarters. Then we have Mihir. Mihir also. Mihir is installed at National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, which is in Noida in UP. Which of the following country has declared a nationwide emergency due to the outbreak of Guillain-Barré syndrome? Now, my grandfather was admitted in the hospital for this disease only, Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's a very dangerous disease. Thankfully, my grandfather is doing well. He's recovered well. So, Peru has declared a nationwide emergency. So, what happens in this Guillain-Barré syndrome? First of all, it's a very rare disease. It is an autoimmune disease. So in this disease, there is a demyelination and degeneration of the peripheral nerves. So muscle weakness and paralysis is there, which means that your legs and hands will stop working. There will be a complete paralysis of hands and the legs, right? So there is sensation in the fingers, there is weakness in the legs. In fact, my grandfather, he woke up one day and he said that I can't move my legs. So that is how dangerous it is. And one day before, he was fine, he was walking, but he woke up and he said that, and there is no vaccine which is available for Guillain-Barré syndrome. There are some immunoglobulins which are given to the patient, and then it is up to the patient if he recovers. And my grandfather was able to recover because, I mean, even though he is 90 years old, but he was able to recover. So thank God for that. Um, Peru is the answer. Which of the following institutions has developed an artificial intelligence based framework which is called OsteoHRNet? It has been installed in IIT Guwahati. And basically, there is knee osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis is inflammation, degeneration of the joints, especially the knee joint. Happens in the old people. So it will promote research. This OsteoHRNet will assess the severity of the disease, and it will allow medical practitioners or doctors to make more informed decisions. China and which of the following Pacific countries have announced the launch of comprehensive strategic partnership? China now has a comprehensive strategic partnership with Solomon Island. In fact, in Solomon Island, China has opened its military base also. Recently, China has opened two new military bases, one in Solomon Island and one they have opened which is called Ream military base, which is in Cambodia. Ream military base in Cambodia is also opened by China. Solomon Island is in the Pacific Ocean, right? And the capital is Honiara. And America has also opened embassy in Solomon Island, but China has opened a military base. Recently, International Maritime Organization, with its headquarters in London, they have announced to achieve net zero target by 2050. It is headquartered where? So it is headquartered in London. International Maritime Organization. So they have announced to achieve net zero target by 2050. Is that understood? India's G20 presidency created a new Guinness World Record, the largest display of Lambani embroidery item. Lambani embroidery is practiced in which state? So this is embroidery which is practiced in different places in Karnataka. You can see this beautiful carving, colorful threads, mirror work, and stitching. All this is done in several villages of Karnataka, like Keri Tanda, like Marianamalli, like Kadirampur, Sitaram Tanda, Bijapur, Kamalapur. So at different places, even in Hampi, even in Hampi, which is very famous for the Hampi caves, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the birthplace of Lord Hanuman in some scriptures. So it is from Karnataka basically, right? It's a very important GI tagged product from Karnataka. And even the Channapatna toys you must have heard, they are from Karnataka. The Channapatna toys are traditional Indian toys. That was the video for 13th of July. I'll see you in the video 14th of July. Thank you for watching Study IQ.